Hello everyone, I'm Svetoslav and I'm here to tell you the upshot of the scandal surrounding the new Disney Pixar movie Onward. For those who don't know what happened, check out my last video when I explained what's going on. The movie, the Ministry of Culture of Russia did give this movie license, and it will be released in Russia tomorrow. Those who don't know, I will say that every movie which is set to be released in Russia needs to obtain a license from the Ministry of Culture, which means that it needs to be watched. Well, Russian constitution provides for freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of um, press, freedom of the press, and ethics. It is stated there that censorship is prohibited. But in fact, well, the system is pretty complicated because unlike China or Malaysia or, for example, Vietnam, Russia doesn't have any official governmental governmental bodies which are responsible for censorship, because censorship officially doesn't exist. But in fact, well, it looks a bit like a light version and unofficial light version of a Chinese film censorship, because the authorities ban some movies which they don't like because of political reasons, such as scandals when the thriller Child 44 was banned in 2050, and comedy The Death of Stalin by Armando Iannucci was banned in 2018. Both of these movies were related to the Soviet Union under Stalin, which is a sensitive topic in Russia. But returning to Onward, Ministry of Culture didn't find any violations of Russian gay propaganda law in this movie. The, the press service of Ministry of Culture says that there are no violations in the movie, and the movie is given license and it will be released tomorrow with the 6 plus rating, which means that it is allowed to see it for those who are for those aged 6 and older. So it's weird. They gave 16 plus rating to the Beauty and the Beast, but they gave 6 plus rating to this movie. Maybe it's because they watched the movie dubbed in Russian and not in its original version, where, as I said in the previous video, the word girlfriend was replaced with partner, which is more natural, but still for me it's suspicious, because what does partner mean? Partner in business, I understand, but partner in family, so it still sounds ambiguously. But I think that those who want, they will understand what does it mean, but little children, they will not understand, as if it would be with the word girlfriend, and they will not think about anything like that. So this movie will be released tomorrow without any problems. It's set to be released in Saudi Arabia the same day as in Russia. So I am definitely curious, how could the Saudi authorities in Saudi Arabia such things as apostasy from Islam, atheism, or homosexuality, they're punishable by death. So if homosexuality in Saudi Arabia is punishable by death, how could they allow this? Well, and then what I would like to see what will happen to this movie in other countries such as Malaysia and Kuwait, when where Beauty and the Beast had problems with release. In Kuwait it was banned, and in Malaysia it was almost banned. Or in other countries such as Singapore, United Arab Emirates, and I'm pretty sure that they will suffer, suffer backlash from even conservative viewers in America, especially in the Deep South, in Bible Rope, for example, in Alabama or Arkansas. Um, so it's pretty strange situation that they allow this movie. Anyway, as I said, will be released. If, of course, if the American court will not prohibit it, because there is another scandal surrounding this movie. One independent artist from San Francisco, I forgot her name unfortunately, young artist, she sued Pixar, Disney, and Onward's director because of the when they use in the movie, when with the unicorn. She said that they copied this van from her own real van. In 2018, Pixar rented her van for a party, but but she only allowed them to use this for this party, but not for any commercial purposes. And they didn't ask her permission to use her van in the movie. So now she sues them, and she is asking the court to order them to pay her for them pay her damages, and also she is seeking to obtain an injunction to prohibit the distribution of movie itself, any commercials, posters, toys, advertising, and anything else, to obtain an injunction to prohibit it in the United States and in other countries. So we will see what will happen. But I support her because just you may just look up and look at the photos. The van from the movie and the van from real world look suspiciously similar, and we should support small business from the big monsters like Disney company, which currently controls the 40% of entertainment market. We should protect small business to prevent monopolization and to keep economy market and free, because free market is one of the basic values of free society. Along with political freedoms, we should have economic freedoms. Yes, a competitive economy, and we should keep small business alive. So I support her in terms to in this case. I think the court should obtain this injunction and order Disney to pay her damages. And this movie, of course, this movie will be released, but we are still free to boycott it, right? some American citizens even the even created a petition to boycott Onward, and to not show them to children because of LGBT propaganda. I will I will place the link to this petition in the comments. I signed it, and I'm asking you to sign it too if you care about our, about the children. Children are the future of the society and of the human civilization. And just ask yourself a simple question: do we want far left to corrupt our children? To corrupt the children? Do we want them? Will we allow the far left to corrupt them? For me, answer is obvious. No, we should not allow them to do this. But far left, far left's influence becomes bigger and bigger, so we should protect the younger generations. That's why I think we should boycott Onward, and maybe boycott all Disney productions. I'm calling for boycott of Disney from here on. Yes, because if we boycott it, we will withhold our dollars from Disney. We will not pay them by buying a ticket, and Disney will not get our money, and by them we will tell them, and by that and by petitions, by boycotts, by not paying them, we will tell them to stop pushing LGBT agenda, and I hope that they will stop, because otherwise they will be bankrupted, because they only exist because of us, because of our money. We pay them for tickets, for in the cinemas, in the home video, and by buying their movies on the internet. If we stop, they just can't make movies anymore. So we are the ones who says the last word here. And I wish you will boycott it as I will, and just tell them and to provide entertainment for the children, not to corrupt them, not to push any propaganda. But what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. I will give a link there, and bye.